Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and it is time for the Quick 3 Tarot for Wednesday, February the 22nd. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right. So, the love readings have been put up for all of the signs for March. Also, the general readings for all of the signs are already up for March. The goal is for me to work on the money readings this weekend for all of the signs. So I will be working on the money readings. Also, if you are a Pisces, since March is Pisces season, you will receive a bonus reading like you've received bonus readings for all the other ones that I have done for the March readings. So you will receive a bonus money reading. All right. We'll do some more collectives as well, like right now. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. All right. May I have the energy for the collective for Wednesday, February the 22nd? May I have the energy for the collective for Wednesday, February the 22nd? May I have the energy? 4 of Wands when I split the deck. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Stability, upgrades, celebration, sometimes recognition. Can be a promotion at times. Also can be moving. Energy for the collective for Wednesday, February the 22nd. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Now, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. I don't know why I heard building a home. Someone might actually be building, like, as in they're in charge of the architecture. Someone also might be an architect too. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I feel like someone might have, like, they're very involved. If someone's setting up a home, they're very involved in the process. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about architecture per se. It could just be like everything related to the home, wherever this person is moving to. Could be an air sign, specifically Libra, because Queen of Swords is Libra energy. But Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, some of you could be that have it in your charts. They're very hands-on with setting up the new home. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from some of this. Let's see what else comes out. May I have 3 cards, please? Thank you. That really jumped out. Oh, and I noticed this too. That's so crazy. I was noticing the card, but I didn't want to say anything, and this is the card that literally jumped out. So yeah, the Sun. And with the Sun, this is Leo energy. But also the Sun is about illumination. The Sun is about happiness too, because it's the happiest card in the deck. But also I heard somebody might be moving because of pregnancy, because this is a pregnancy card too, as well. And some of you might be moving because there's a baby on the way. That actually happened to my family, because my parents had just my brother. And then when I came into the picture, my parents moved to a house. So yeah. So the Sun. So definitely happy, good. Woo! I almost dropped the entire deck. Let's go ahead and get this. Okay, something's telling me I don't know what this is. What card is this? 5 of Wands. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So conflict. That might be why you're moving, because there's some type of drama where you're at. Let's see what else. Because yeah, you want to be happy. What's the 3rd card, please? Okay. Thank you. What is this? This was the card that was out in the pre-shuffle. Knight of Pentacles, or wheels in this deck. Pentacles are wheels in this deck. But Knight of Pentacles. This was the card that came out in the pre-shuffle when I first opened the deck. Or opened the box and pulled the deck out, because I always look at what card is at the bottom of the deck. And this was the card at the bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. So, and Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. Some of you are leaving conflict. That's what you're doing because you want to be happy. For some of you, that conflict involves something with the home. And now you're in the process of relocating. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a home. It could be an apartment or whatever. But I feel you don't want anything to mess with your happiness. Also, again, I feel for some of you, there may be a pregnancy involved and you don't want someone around this type of energy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and keep it 100. With the Queen of Swords coming out, that can be a divorce card. I'm not leaning towards that because Justice isn't out and the Hierophant isn't out and the Tower isn't out, which are a few where some of those came out too. I kind of be like, okay, yeah, there might be a divorce going on here. But I'm still throwing that out there where there's a possibility of that due to fighting and so on and so forth. And then someone is in the process of leaving the relationship. But honestly, I feel this is more of an area situation where someone would rather be. And now I'm hearing something else about resources. I don't know why. When I was looking at this Knight of Pentacles, I was hearing something about resources. Like, for example, let's say you live in one town and then there's a town or a city that's maybe 15, 20 miles away. And that town or city has like more stuff in it. Like maybe it has more options for universities, maybe more options for medical care, maybe more options for job opportunities, things like that. I feel for some of you, and especially with Pentacles since it deals with the 3D. So anything in the 3D, family, home, money, job, health, whatever, anything in the 3D. I feel for some of you, this move that you're going towards may be based off of resources, where there's more resources in the area you're going to versus the area that you're in now. It is kind of a thing that I'm getting. But I also believe there might be a safety issue with the neighborhood where you would feel safer or more secure in a different area where you're not happy where you're at now. And I feel like for some of you, this is resonating with, you're naturally a happy person with the Sun card. But to maintain a more consistent, happy energy, you would rather just relocate and do that so you don't have to deal with this. And the process is a slow process, but it's coming along. One thing I heard in the pre-shuffle energy was the wheels of justice turn slowly. I don't see this being a court matter. I really don't. But that was one thing that I heard in the pre-shuffle energy, is that the wheels of justice turn slowly. I'm not titling this that. I'll more than likely title this something about moving. I'll figure that out in a minute. But yeah, that's your message. You're just looking to relocate either for peace of mind in the sense of you don't want any drama or conflict around you and you want to be safe, or you just want more resources. You want access to more things that can help improve your way of life. Or it could be both. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Bottom of the deck, come on through 10 of Cups. Something told me to look at the bottom of the deck. Come on through 10 of Cups. This is a family thing. Somebody's pregnant. Some of you are definitely, or somebody's definitely moving because the family's getting bigger with this 10 of Cups energy. Or moving to start a family. But honestly, I feel that somebody's pregnant too. Just throwing it out there. And I heard fighting for space. When I looked at this 5 of Wands energy, I heard fighting for space. So trying to figure out where you can put things. And now it's like you've ran out of room where you're at in the home that you're in. And you need something more spacious, because some of you are fighting for space right now. But there's been an expansion, especially you see with this 10 of Cups, how they're together and she's holding a baby in her arms. Somebody's pregnant with this Sun card. And that's one reason for some of you why the move is happening. Now, closing this out, something just said to me that you may have to fight in order to, like, you have to be very persistent to make this happen. So keep that in mind too, because it's going to be a process, especially with that Knight of Pentacles. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Anyway, I need to get going. That's all I have for you. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Podcast carried everywhere. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.